It's pretty.
I honestly think men is
Is there anybody can make it bigger? Yeah.
programmed to cheat. Like I don't think they really be.
That's crazy.
They really don't be trying to hurt no your feelings. Like they really just can't help it. Like I really think men can't help themselves with cheating. I really think they can love you and cheat though.
Do you feel like there are no faithful men left,
I feel like in certain parts of the world it is.
but not in America?
I mean, I feel like it's some in America, not the one. I feel like the ones I like is none. So I need to change my type. I honestly think men is
No, it's this is a woman who's she's gonna be married in the next 5 years. Like she understands exactly what's going on. She said a lot of things in that one little clip.
Okay, break it down.
She said all men cheat, and she was just like, the men that I like, the type of men that I like. So she definitely closed the gap on. You know what I mean? And she also said that it doesn't mean that they don't love you. You know, so it's she truly understands like a man's nature. I feel like I was just fucking them girls. I'm gonna get right back means something. Like that was the jewel back then that made men understand. If women wanted to,
you could say it's a jewel. You could say it's a jewel. You could say it's an excuse. Yeah, like
okay,
that doesn't necessarily means it holds true. Right. We could say it's in a man's nature, but that could be an excuse. That doesn't mean it's a reason.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's definitely an excuse, you know.
I got some stats, right? So it was a quick search or whatever regarding cheating, right? And it says that 41% of men say that they have thought about cheating on their partners, while 39% said that they hadn't ever thought about it. Most women, 54%, say that they've never thought about cheating on their partner, while 28% admit that they have. When it comes to actually doing the deed, however, a fifth, both men and women, 21% and 19% respectively, say that they have cheated on their partners, right? So men think about cheating more than women, but men and women cheat about the same.
Right.
So
if you had to interpret those stats, what that mean to you?
Men might just have a stronger temptation.
Which means
but that doesn't mean they actually go through with it.
Well, women have more options. Like women get hit on every day of their life almost.
I also think it's very rare to kind of find somebody with nobody too, right? I kind of feel like most people are involved some way or somehow in one foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I'm saying? To where, and it takes two tango, right?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not totally in disbelief of that.
So you feel like the numbers would be higher on the man side if they had more options?
Oh yeah. If men, like, if the roles were reversed and men and women threw themselves at men the way men throw themselves at women, men, there would be. We would be living in a polygamous society.
Okay.
I feel like women's inhibitions and women's respect for other women and everything like that makes the ecosystem go round a little bit better too.
So you feel like most men would cheat if they were given a chance to?
Yeah, I think so.
No, not even high power, because most people don't have high power options. You know what I mean?
Chris Rock said it. You only as faithful as your options. You know, because I feel like
I don't agree with that.
I think a lot of men aren't disciplined.
Yeah, I think it all boils down to that. So
yeah,
when you
I
make
think it all boils down to discipline.
when you make a statement like men, it's in a man's nature, or I was just fucking those chicks, I was gonna get right back. You don't have to do that. You don't have to.
No.
We make the choice to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I get what you're saying. Because I don't think a lot of men are disciplined. I don't think they are. You're
Especially at a certain age, it takes. We all have friends. You know what I mean? Like we know people who ain't turning down no pussy. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Not a lot of them at this age. Men age out of that behavior.
All right. They're not. All right. They don't turn down, right? But on the other side, they're not hunting.
Yeah, no.
They're not hunting, right? So, I guess in a man's capacity, if he was on the prowl, that would be something different. But I think when we get older and we get more mature, the hunt subsides. We slow down on that. We stop trying to,
a good woman,
the issue.
A good woman makes the hunt subside. When you find that good woman and you get everything that you've thought that you were looking for in one person.
So you believe that's it?
Yeah, I feel like when you find the right woman, you would stop cheating.
All right. So you telling me, you just said a second ago that you feel like most men aren't disciplined. If they had the option to cheat, that they would.
Right.
So you think all those men that would do that just don't have the right woman?
Correct.
I don't agree.
Okay.
I don't agree. I think that men kind of subscribe to that ideology of it's in my nature. I'm a man, and this is I got testosterone, and it's a bunch of chicks running around. There's so many men to women. It's supposed to be that way. But again,
well, like you said, Ron, those sound like great excuses.
Those do sound like great excuses.
Great excuses.
Because
justifications for why you think you should do
that. That's all it is. It's you trying to kind of justify your wrongs in a sense, or you're undisciplined. Undisciplinedness. I don't know if that's a word.
Well, definitely all you guys are 100% right. It all boils down to discipline on, once again, it also has to deal with a lot of men do not receive. Well, let me not say a lot of men, but it's a rarity for us to get hollered at. It's a rarity for those things, right? So let's just say something like this, right? You're out with your guys or the fellas, and you go to a bar, and there's some rhythm. You may feel like maybe there's some rhythm here. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm bugging or not, but if it was like a flat out, what's up? This, that, and the third, it would be tough for a lot.
That married man math.
I think
always kicks in. Like it's not worth
it's
it. Like
it's
always not worth it. You know what I mean? Unless you crashing out over some strange pussy. Like
what I do is I equate men to the white girls in horror films. This is how I equate men, right? When it comes to this, we're gonna run. We're gonna run. We're gonna strike out. Oh shit! We see the killer with the axe. We out. But it's only so fast that we can run. Meaning, if that persistence is heavy, I believe a lot of guys are gonna fall victim just because they're just not used. No, because they're just not used to that kind of attention.
No, but with that white chick, she be falling a couple times.
Yeah, she gonna run.
It's like, oh no, she's still there. Let me get up again.
I equate men to the white girl in the horror film.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
We might be able to, marry shorty. You know what I mean?
Right?
And we're hoping and we're praying that when I say, nah, shorty, you know what I mean? I'm married or whatever, that stops everything. Because guess what? If that woman goes one step further and goes like, so what? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of guys that are not going to be first of all, they're going to short circuit. Like, I never heard that before. Never heard that before. What do I say now? You know what I'm saying?
Now
I don't
fine,
even know.
Jen.
I was thinking the same shit. Yeah.
I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say that. Right? Because look, listen, us right now, all sitting here, not trying to get, everybody wants to go home and not sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
But we know our first line of defense is that if it just
But
hold on. First of all, it never happens.
Right.
It never happens.
Yeah.
It does not happen.
Yeah.
But if it just so happens,
What you mean it does not happen?
Oh, this nigga.
Straightforward.
Fucking Rico Suave.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
No, look. No, the reason why I say it doesn't happen is this: what a lot of women will do is attempt to bait you into doing the.
But that's women are not. Most women are not direct.
So
they're not direct like men.
So
that's not just how.
Right. What I'm trying to say is, yes, most women are not direct. So let's just say, over the rainbow, you get one that is like, nah, like, yo, what up? What's your name? And then you throw out your first line of defense,
which is very rare.
Yeah.
Very rare. Extremely rare.
4-leaf clover.
Yeah.
Rare. You know what I'm saying? Leprechaun type rare. Right? So we may be able to throw the first line of defense, which is, that's nice. Yeah, I'm a little married or whatever. But if
he said I'm a little
married. You know what I'm saying? Man, I just happen to be. But if she was to take that very next step and go like, okay,
yeah,
so what? Like,
but most men's brain at our age,
it's supposed to.
Now this is where the nature kicks in, and now we're like, this bitch is thirsty. She must have the monster.
So,
like fuck her. She thirsty. Like, yo, she thirsty. Like, yo, that's one thing. Thirsty women are a turnoff to men.
But I also think
men are used to the hunt.
That's
like lions eating roadkill.
I also think
you're not gonna see it.
Once again, GB, I think you are speaking from a place of privilege. I think,
and wisdom. Bigger than
privilege is wisdom.
I've been there, done that before. Like, we've seen it. You know what I mean?
But
the thirsty women is always like, I'm
no,
good,
it's not.
yo.
It's not. No, yeah, it's
I ain't gonna
not
feel
good.
no walls in this bitch.
But it's a lot. It's a lot of dudes that'll take advantage of thirsty women.
But that's.
But even a lot of times, thirsty women they're not super direct. They're gonna give you some type of choosing signals,
right?
But it's not always like, yo,
you
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
no, women who would like I said,
some dudes want layups. They want layups.
Nah, man. After a while, you don't the layups. The layups is the one that burn. Layups is burning.
A woman that will take your statement, I'm married, and go further than that, almost don't exist to a degree. So I'm saying, I think, if you're in a crazy setting, you just never, a lot of men are going to lose that battle right there. We may have been able to you
got to walk up 4 flights of steps
jump
in the Bronx.
Jump over the first log.
Yeah, I'm good.
First of all, I don't think it's that easy. If I'm bugging, I don't think it's that easy. I don't think it's that easy for a man to start the process and end the process and follow through with the process, because a lot of times it's just too much. It's too many steps in the process. You understand what I'm saying?
To do what you mean?
To go through with that whole situation. There'll be so many moments in that time that you're gonna think about the repercussions of it,
right?
Whether it's a good idea, you're gonna be thinking about it. You're gonna think this thing through, and there's going to be checkpoints where it's like, all right, the first checkpoint was the conversation.
Yeah.
Then you got past that. Then it's like, all right,
how do you communicate? How do you communicate?
Then it's like, all right, what I'm doing after, what we going to, a hotel or something like that?
Yeah.
I'm going to your crib. Like,
you're like, I got a credit card, but my credit card.
I'm supposed to be home at,
right.
If I'm not coming home, that's the issue.
Yes.
It's first of all, you got to put in a lot of work for that, right? And
too much work.
Actually. I think most men, married men, older, like, let's say 30s going forward, the process and the work that you have to put in to make that shit happen, that's why I think a lot of guys won't go through with it. You understand what I'm saying? Even if they don't have all the discipline that they need to move around.
I do think you're giving a little too much credit to the male brain. I do think that you are lending a little too much credit to the male figure. You know, because as many, you got to think, brother, as many intelligent brothers, or we could either speak for, or thinking, you know, in the lines of, there's an equal amount to not so intelligent brothers who aren't thinking that step further, like you say.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there could be, the car's outside. You know what I'm saying? Something's, you know, when it's nasty work, it's all the way nasty work. And that's not, you know.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, you know, I will say,
bro,
you know, you are giving a little credit.
Yeah. I think I'm giving too much credit, but
a little bit.
You're not giving enough credit.
Okay.
Where I don't know. I don't, maybe I'm jaded. I don't see a woman at a spot saying like, yo, all right, yeah, I want to sleep with you, and I'll go sleep with you inside of a car.
Oh, that's nasty.
Like, yo, bro, I just don't. Yo, bro,
like, what are we doing here? Like, why am I doing that?
Well, like you said, if you know you're not doing right, you may
She's too thirsty. Like, man, like, yo, dudes learn at the end of the day, like, yo, thirsty pussy ain't good. There's something wrong with thirsty pussy. It's like, yo, if it's like, dude, that's like you tell your kids don't take candy from fucking strangers.
Mm-hmm. That's
what it is. Yeah. Like, yo, if it's too thirsty, there's something wrong with it.
So, as far as, you know, she says all men cheat, right? Or a large portion of men, they cheat. How would a man remain disciplined and not fall and, you know, drop into a pitfall of?
So not that I want to, you know, cut you guys off, but I'll choose myself for example. When I go out with my friends, right? Let's say it's me and, you know, 3 other guys at the bar. When I go out with my friends, I actually am attempting to engage with my friends. Yeah. I don't really see anybody else. Now what my friends will do, some of them single guys, some of them maybe not married, but like involved.
Yeah.
You know, they are the ones that are talking to the bartenders a little too much. Mm-hmm. You know, they got the bartender over there trying to make a full-blown conversation. And if there's a girl to the left, her man slide to the bathroom, they're gonna talk. So that to me is nasty work, because I feel like, you know, that's how I would kind of, you know, or that's how I conduct myself when I go out. Mm-hmm. I want to talk about, you know, when we were 8 and you fell off the bike and, you know, we were dying out laughing, or shit like that. You know what I mean? But some guys are just, you know, out and just, I don't know, man. It just can't control.
Looking.
Yeah, just looking.
Still in hunter mode. Looking. We all got single friends, and we go out with those single friends, and there's a lot of different games happening.
Well, let's not blame it on the single friends, though.
No, we're not blaming anybody.
We all got eyes. You go out, you're gonna see good-looking women.
But there's a difference between looking at somebody and like checking to see if somebody's looking back at you too. Mm-hmm. Like there's a difference. Like there's a different look. No, like when you're with your single friend, he's looking for rhythm. You're just looking around, just scanning the room.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, just enjoying your environment. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There's a different game being played. You know what I mean? Like we've been defanged and declawed already. You know what I mean? There's nothing we can do with that. You know what I mean? Pray, even if we caught it. Mm-hmm. They looking like they're gonna kill it and take it back. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? But
I don't know. I mean, joints is always on the eyelids. You know what I'm saying? Always peek around for joints.
In the peripheral though, like it's never that for that. Like it's part of the environment. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's never like, yo, I'm going
side view.
I'm going to kill something. You know what I mean?
No, we can't kill.